Get connected with Take Two Radio on Facebook or Twitter at Take Two Radio. For email updates on future shows, follow at Blog Talk Radio. For previous episodes, upcoming guests, and more, visit Take2Radio.com.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Take Two Radio Soaps and Review. I'm David, your sometimes lovely host. And with me today, I have my day's cheerleaders, Liz and CAROLYN. Welcome,
Yay!
ladies. Thank you for being a part of my team again.
Well, there's lots to cheer about. Yeah, lots to cheer about.
Lots to cheer about today. Lots to cheer about.
That's right.
Well, this is a special show. I think we're going to only do 2 soaps tonight unless we get call-ins elsewhere. Because, one, I don't like to talk to myself. And no offense, but I like to talk to people, and if you're not, I like it that you're up on it, but we can only expect so much, right?
Right.
So we make the best of what we have.
That's right. With what we have to work with.
All right. We're going to get right in today's, and let's start off. What do you want to start off with? That lousy wallpaper?
Well, now Eric has moved out into the main living area. So, we've kind of gotten away from that. But I do notice that they use the same fireplace sound effects for everyone's fireplace. And boy, is that a crackling fire, I tell you. Like, wow.
That must have been what got Jennifer hot when she grabbed Eric the other day.
Oh, God, I thought...
There you go.
Did y'all see that?
I thought he was going to grab her and really plant one on her. But I guess I was wrong. But we do know that he is really harboring it bad for her.
Yeah.
And he has been.
Yeah. It's, I think he's going to eventually come around and make his way back to Salem. It's just too bad that they've got him in such a dark place. So I hope he forgives himself and grows his hair and shaves that beard and goes back to Salem and is reunited with his family, and also that he and Jennifer can renew their relationship, but on a more positive footing than the way they initiated it when they were both addicts.
Well, we can hope for the best. Well, between the Jennifer and Eric, and did you all see Anne and Lucas when she?
Oh my God, that.
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, when she accosted Lucas.
Yeah, she got carried away because she said she was reading a romance novel, and then she wanted him to take her skydiving, and he said that he wouldn't, and she didn't know what she was going to do. Oh God, I was laughing so hard.
that is amusing. And I wouldn't mind, those two getting together, only because I really want Justin and Adrian to get back together. I really like their chemistry. When Adrian, had that chemo treatment and she was feeling really sick, and that, and she and and Justin had that really tender moment, and they kissed. It's like, oh yeah, So, yeah, I would like to see them back together. I feel bad for Lucas though. So unlucky in love.
Yeah, I do too.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi. You back?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
yeah, I would. It's a hard pull between Justin and
Adrian.
Lucas.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
With those two, I mean, there's equal pull either way.
Yeah, because they're both really, they're good guys. Lucas is a good guy.
They're both really good guys. I mean, and they both make mistakes, but there's nothing like innately cruel about either one of them.
Yeah.
So this is what makes a great triangle.
That's true.
Yeah. But I'm pulling for Justin and Adrian. I'm pulling for those two to get back together. So.
Well, what about the other three? What about the other threesome? Who are you rooting for? Gabby and Abby and Chad.
Oh, Abby and Chad. Absolutely.
Abby and Chad.
Abby and Chad.
Absolutely, Abby and Chad. And they had little Thomas on yesterday. He's so cute.
Oh, yeah.
Little baby.
Yeah, they find the cutest children on that show.
Oh, he's just a little doll baby.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about that. I'm like, well, we haven't seen little Thomas in a while. Of course, then I'm like, well, with the way the soaps go, the next time we see him, he might be, like 5 or 6 years old. But
yeah, or a teenager. Or a teenager.
Right.
Yeah.
Or a teenager.
And what's Gabby's little girl's name? Adriana, the little girl.
Ariana.
Yeah.
Ariana.
Yeah.
Ariana.
Yeah, she's really grown up now. Long hair.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I tell you, they find the kids they find to play sometimes, they just break your heart.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And she's getting attached to Chad. He's really really good with her, yeah.
And it's not looking too comfortable for Abby.
No. Well, we have to have
she wants to be brave about it.
Yeah. Well, I heard somewhere that her and Dario were going to get together. He finally told Gabby that he was in love with Abby this week.
Yeah, I had heard a while back there was speculation that so he could stay in the country, she was going to marry him. But I don't know, because they interviewed, I think there was an interview with Ken Corday, and he kind of alluded to that. It's Chad and Abby. So I don't know. I mean, like today, I don't know if you saw today's episode, but they were kissing, and Gabby walked in.
Yeah, Gabby walked in.
They went to their, they're going to the Y to learn belly dancing. So, yeah. So I don't know. I think obviously Chad is still torn between the two, but it sounds like he's assured Abby that he wants to make it work. So, but that can be fleeting in the soap opera world.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it is.
Well, yesterday Abby fell into his arms. Wasn't she trying to put up a banner or something? And she tripped and fell into Dario's arms.
Oh, that
and
was
then
funny that Dario's bringing.
He fantasized about
fantasy about it.
He's really harboring it bad for Abby too.
Yes.
I don't see how that came about. That has me very perplexed because I don't think they actually know each other that well.
Yeah, it's just kind of in
It could be
passing,
just me, though.
Well, he knew that he saw her, on the docks when she was still hiding from everyone. And then, he would bump into her, normally in that park. And so I think he would bump into her here and there. And I think it just kind of gradually developed. He was going to comfort her when she was upset about Chad, when Chad was in the hospital and told her what happened with Gabby. And I just think that it just gradually built.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
and
I think.
Go ahead.
I still don't. I still see that happening a little too fast for him. Maybe he just wants something.
Yeah.
More. I mean.
Yeah.
Maybe love has nothing to do with it. Maybe just.
I don't know.
I know
he pines for. It's like he's pining for her. So I don't know. It just looks like he's kind of pining for her. So I think it's genuine. But
well, there's lots of twists and turns with all the JJ with his partner. Now the the head detective says no, that's no fraternizing. So JJ was not.
Yeah,
he wasn't
I wonder
happy.
what that's about with Roman retiring.
Yeah.
Yeah,
maybe
I have
just
and why does and why does Abe pick like the pick the worst people for the job? Like, remember, Aiden Jennings wanted the DA job. Abe gave it to him, and then this guy, I forget his name, but is now the commissioner, who's just a real jerk.
Yeah,
it's like, why would Abe do that?
Yeah.
Abe is so nice. I don't get it.
Yeah, his choices.
Maybe because there's no one else.
No. It's like, Abe, you used to be a cop. You worked with Roman. I mean, you would think Roman would have said something to Abe about that guy.
Yeah. Well, it's all different. JJ became, a rookie, and virtually in a couple of weeks. So is he one of the lead detectives now?
Yeah, I know.
It's
everything happens
it's
fast,
like,
doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's looks like it's the main consensus everywhere. I mean, everything is happening fast. It's like one, 2 episodes is like what, 6 months to a year and a half.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
so
then,
in other news, maybe he wants to lay low. Does Roman want to lay low and just
I don't know.
Just want to shake off.
I don't know why they made. I don't know. He said it's because of Bo.
Yeah.
I think what they want is there needs to be conflict, and so this new commissioner is going to bring the conflict.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't really like Rafe and Hope. He doesn't like them. He doesn't really like the fraternization, all that. So he's just Mr. Nasty. Stickler.
Yeah, Mr. Nasty.
Yeah, so I think that there's got to be some conflict going there.
And the liver transplant failed with Hal. failed with Hal.
Yeah.
Jade's father. Sad. So he went crazy today.
He went nuts. I left it yesterday.
He went
I haven't
ballistic
seen days yet, but.
Oh, and he was going to try and inject Kayla's neck.
Yeah.
So he had her holding her hostage.
And
but
Steve's standing right there.
Yes, yeah. With his heart in his mouth, quite concerned. Joey stepped up to the plate. He was quite good today. And then Jade, she talked her dad out of it, and
she talked him down.
Yeah, she talked him down and said these are basically the only family. They were so good to me, and why would you hurt Kayla? So she saved the day. So she seems to be turning around a little nicer than the other storyline with her. But now what does she do? Because she gave him half her liver and it didn't take.
Yes. She has to.
Well, hers will grow back.
Yeah.
But, hers will grow back. It was just a partial transplant, right?
Oh, okay. So she's good.
Yeah.
But with Hal's thing, they didn't. I'm surprised that they didn't notice a necrosis earlier, unless it was already starting. I mean, it was already failing when they got in there.
Yeah, and he wants another one. Mind you, they handcuffed him and took him off to jail. I don't know how they could have done that when he just came out of a liver transplant. But
no, they wheeled him. He was in a wheelchair. I'm guessing. Yeah, they showed him where he was in a wheelchair. The police officer was pushing him. I assume that he's gonna be handcuffed to the bed. Yeah. So, I get the feeling that he's he'll be there, but he'll be a prisoner. Yeah. So.
Yeah, he'll be in there. That he is just really one of the saddest characters on there.
Yes, yeah.
He and my heart bleeds because there's nothing but depression surrounding his life. He couldn't make his own life good, so he drank himself.
Yeah.
And
Jade
blaming.
Said, Jade said you blame everybody else and you have to take responsibility. It's your doing. You've got yourself in this mess, and so I think she might have gone.
And the drinking made him. The drinking made him a nasty person.
Yeah.
And he told Jade that he always loved her and all that. And I'm thinking, well, you got a great way of showing it, kicking her out of the house. But
that's what she said. You were, so nasty.
Yeah, he's just awful.
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, we had another big reveal today.
Oh. Which
what did we get?
One?
Eli.
Oh, Julie's the grandmother.
Told Julie, that David's his father. So, yep.
Oh, he pulled it out. He beat Valerie to the punch.
Yeah. Valerie was there and said
why. She wouldn't tell. She wouldn't tell him. So she wouldn't tell Julie. He invited Julie to the pub, and Valerie wouldn't say anything. And then at one point, he lied because it looked like Julie was upset, and then he finally told her. And
Julie felt, she said, she felt so bad because David and he didn't have a family, and she was, remorseful over that. And then Eli said, "No, well, he did." And she said, "What do you mean?" And that's when it came out.
No.
So now he's angry with Julie. He's angry with Valerie, and so is Julie. Julie can't handle that, but Eli ran after Julie, and I think they'll probably bond, and poor Valerie will be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They were hugging at the end, so yeah. I think they will. So, and it looks like somebody else is going to get their own ornament for that Horton tree. So,
another one.
That thing present thing doesn't tip over. So many ornaments.
No,
No.
I'm a
Think
little
about it.
I'm a little leery because I don't know. Wouldn't Eli be older than Scott?
And Scotty?
Yeah.
No, I think Scotty came first.
Yeah, I think so too.
Scotty came first because I think if I memory serves me correctly, Valerie said that she saw how David would run away even with when he had Scotty. So what kind of a parent would he have been?
Yeah, she compared. Yeah, she compared.
And that's why she hooked up with Terrence. So I think Scotty's older. Because wasn't it Trish? Didn't David marry Trish? I think they came before. I think Trish was first.
I remember Trish.
I think it was Trish. Yeah, I think she was. I think because that's Scotty's mother, right?
Yeah.
Trish is Scotty's mother. Best I can remember. Yeah.
And so I think they hooked up first before David and Valerie. So I think Scotty's older.
So Scotty is older. Yeah, he'd be. Right now, I'm trying to think how old he'd be because last time I saw him, he was grown up and about 20 years ago.
And it was interesting that Scotty didn't show up for the funeral, but oh well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know. What can you say about casting?
When you said today about the reveal, I wasn't sure which one you were referring to because they're bringing Patch and Ava's son, and the guy that what was it that sold him on the black market?
Yeah,
he came forward, and now he's got all kinds of information on the adoption. So
right,
Patch
from yesterday's show. So Steve told Kayla today.
Yeah. So that was another reveal that he's got information on the adoption, and that the boy wants to find. He's going to do anything to find his parents. So we had to let Patch know.
That's a good thing. Hopefully he'll be a blessing more than a curse.
See how that storyline goes, or what he's been doing all these years.
We'll see.
It is a he, right?
How the two brothers react.
Yeah.
And they should get Stephanie back in this.
Yeah, she was like the brief appearance for the wedding. At least she came home for the wedding. I mean, they couldn't have brought Scotty back for like one episode for the funeral. I mean, Judy made reference to him. Oh, I just got back from seeing Scotty, but it's like you wouldn't come to your own father's funeral. It might have been while they weren't that close, but still, you'd think he'd come to his own father's funeral. So what do you two think about Hope and Rafe's chemistry? I don't know if you saw that article on one of the soap the soap websites, basically saying we're sorry, but they don't have chemistry.
A lot of fans.
It's a matter of taste.
Yeah, a lot of fans don't like them together. Don't think there's any chemistry at all.
Mhm.
From what
I think a lot of fans just miss Bo and won't have her with anyone else.
No, and even though Aiden turned out to be a rat, they loved the storyline with it. Yeah.
I mean, compared to Aiden, I mean, so, I mean, rape, I mean, he's a man. He's a man's man. And you know, kind of like Bo, kind of. But, yeah, and I mean, I get it. We all miss Bo, but he's dead, you know.
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone.
You know, unless it's one of these Stefano who happened to bring him back to life and he's stored somewhere. I don't know. But I like Hope and Rafe together, and I think Hope deserves to be happy.
Yeah. Oh,
and,
yeah. More so than
I'm happy. Yeah. So I think there's chemistry there. I mean, you just. You know, I see the chemistry, but you know, I'm just wondering
I can see
how you guys felt.
Yeah, I want Rafe to find love, find somebody. He's had some pretty bad times over the last 4 or 5 years, so it's time that he.
Yes, he has.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the one big mistake was Kate. I'm like, what was he thinking?
Oh, yeah, Kate, yeah.
Oy.
Yeah, Kate was the last one I can remember, and Jordan.
Oh, you're
yes.
right. Oh, you're right.
I liked when he was with Jordan. It's funny because Rafe is such a good guy.
Yeah.
And he would fall for these bad women like Kate, like Sammy.
Oh, yeah,
it's
Sammy
like,
had it was horrible with Sammy. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, what are you thinking? But I liked when he was with Jordan. But that was all dramatic because she was keeping the big secret from, about Clyde.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but no, I'm glad he's with Hope, and I hope they have many happy years together.
I hope he finds happiness with her. I mean, the kids seem to like her. Sierra seems to like him. Sean has respect for him.
Mhm.
And I think she might be good for the entire family.
Yeah. Yeah.
So is anyone upset about Vincent Azari leaving?
Am I upset?
Are they going to, is he going to, do you think, is he going to die, or is he going to go to prison, or will he be coming back? I read somewhere he was just written out of the show, not fired, just maybe, did he have a year's contract?
It might have been a contractual issue.
I kind of like the storyline. I like the chemistry between him and Nicole. She apparently is leaving as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I like Vincent the actor. It's just the Deimos character.
He's a little dark.
I know you need the villain.
He's a real rat.
I know you need the villain, but that with the thing with Nicole's baby that just tears me up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he handled that.
Victor, Stefano
he didn't handle that
properly. Things, and Victor did some
No.
horrible things, but Deimos they're really digging really deep for the bad stuff.
And it'll be interesting to see what Brady does now that he has found Nicole. But what got me, Nicole's history. She was conniving.
Yeah.
She was a schemer. She was a scammer. All of this stuff. So you would think, here she is in a rundown motel, and this woman is befriending her. You would think she would have her guard up.
Yeah.
Either that or she's had the good life for so long. She forgot what people can be like.
Oh. I couldn't believe that. That was so awful.
Yeah.
Just out of the blue.
Yeah.
She goes out, she leaves the baby there, while she takes a shower, that girl comes back in because she had taken the key. We saw her take the key. And she takes all her money and all the groceries back and then tries to take the baby.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah.
I missed that.
But
you didn't see that? Oh,
no,
yeah.
No,
see that part?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, my word,
she
yeah.
Take the baby with her, but Nicole caught her.
She
with
did.
With her boyfriend. The woman came back with her boyfriend. Yeah, she stole Nicole's room key. They came in, they came in and took the groceries, took her duffel bag where they had all that money in it, and took the baby. And
so
Nicole chased them down.
Did they know who Nicole was? Because there's the Amber Alert, and I know
no.
the last. Oh, okay.
No.
Do they know?
They probably would have sold the baby.
Yeah.
If she hadn't found her.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Brady was not happy with Chloe and said, you've just taken this to the extreme, and now there's an Amber Alert, and Nicole's face is all over everywhere. What's the matter with you? So that was the beginning of the week, and I missed that with Nicole.
Yeah, I just the whole thing just saddens me. I mean, she's wanted a baby for so long, and for Chloe to do that, it saddens me.
So she got the baby back. What about her money? Did she get any?
No.
No. So she has no money.
She didn't have the money. She didn't get the money back. Right. So she was getting ready to leave, and then she dropped the baby's pacifier, and so she had left. And then Brady came in the room, and then found the pacifier, and Nicole came back to get the pacifier, and Brady was in another room, and then she's like, I know it's here somewhere. And he came out. And he goes, looking for this.
Oh,
so that's
he
how
tracked.
they left it.
So he tracked her down.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he did.
He tracked her down, and I think he got everything but the money. I think there was I think he got something back. He found the bag, and I think some things.
He found the duffel bag, but it didn't have the money in it.
So did he convince her that she's got to turn herself in, or
they haven't showed that yet.
No,
it just was where he says, "Oh, you're looking for this, the pacifier."
Oh,
so we still have to.
Okay, so that must have been the day before yesterday. I think one day.
I think it was yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was yesterday.
And what do you think of the belly dancers today, saving the day?
I'll let you know when I see them. No, thank you. I got something to look forward to.
Did you see the belly dance? Did you see the belly dance, Liz, today?
Oh yeah. Well, you could tell Chad really liked it.
Yeah, he's got the two girls there. Oh, and Abby says, "Oh yes, we'll help." And then there's Gabby saying, "We're taking lessons at the YMCA, and we only had one lesson."
Oh, that must have been funny.
No, it was. It was quite comical. At least they're throwing a bit of comedy in there.
At least they're throwing in some humor, huh?
Yes. When they walked in the door, I said, "They're there in these costumes." But what's the guy's name? Igor. He saved.
Igor?
They've saved. Igor. He's been a business partner with Deimos. And Chad was trying to get him away from Deimos, and he said absolutely not. And then the girls came in, and he said, "Oh," Igor said, "You've done your homework, Chad. I remember the first time I laid eyes on my beautiful wife, it was belly dancing. So that's how they saved the day.
Okay.
He told Chad that he had done his homework and knew all about him. So at the end of today, he was on the phone with Deimos and said, "No, I'm no longer doing business with you." I guess all
really?
the what
and
is
of course,
it? The
Deimos
artwork.
threatened his life. So.
Yes, yeah. He's gonna go after him. So it's the artwork and coins.
No, that. The thing is, Victor was involved with that too.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Because Kate was holding that over the both of them.
Well, they're all going to be owed a lot of money if he's taking his business elsewhere.
Yep.
So
it is.
They're trying to take all the money away from Deimos and see what happens. I'm just wondering if he'll go to jail or if he will die somewhere along the way.
Oh, I wonder if there'll be a murder mystery.
Yeah, because Sonny's not happy. Sonny's getting the very aggressive side coming out. He wants to run the company.
Sonny is angry.
Yes, yeah.
I guess getting kidnapped and beat up, that'll do it to you.
Yeah.
And so, will Sonny get the help he needs from the rest of the family?
Yeah, that's a good question. Because he's going to have backup, right?
He's going to need it. And Brady is I know he went to Brady and he wanted Brady's help, but will they back him? Will Victor back him?
Yeah.
Victor thinks Sonny's a little nice to be in a position like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Victor wants Sonny, to be as sweet as he is.
Yeah, and not involved. Yeah,
he doesn't
really
want the
involved.
business to
really involved with the business. Yeah, especially now that it's really, really bad.
Dirty.
And, it's all coming out.
So
because Victor doesn't really seem to care that Deimos is doing all this stuff.
Maybe he's thinking that Deimos is going to hang himself.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it. He cares for the family. Victor seems so mellow. I mean, I guess Maggie's got on, was able to put, give him a good rapport and mellow him out. And, he's getting older and maybe wants to just relax.
Yeah.
I don't know if Victor will come back. That's going to be...
Xander's supposed to be coming back as well.
He is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So he'll be in the mix with Deimos, and he can be ruthless as well. So that'll be interesting when he shows up, and he's going to be very angry as well.
Yep. And Deimos will probably get Xander on his side.
No. Now, are they cousins?
Unless...
Yeah. Or, what is Xander to Victor? Is that a nephew?
A nephew.
Uncle. Yeah, nephew. Same as...
So I guess that would be Deimos' nephew as well then.
Right. I can't remember who Xander's father was. I know he was mentioned. It's probably a name I can't pronounce right now at this point.
Yeah.
If it was Alejandro,
Yeah, because I remember
like
when
that.
Sandra came. Yeah, when he came on the scene, and Victor said, you're going to have to, really toe the line and this and that, and what you did over there in Greece, and we don't want that, and and I'm only doing this because you're my, I think, brother's son. He said.
Yeah.
I think that's the connection.
It is. So what else do we got? What else do we have left? What's looking good to you?
Oh, there's Sierra, who is pining for Theo.
Sierra is fighting for Theo.
There's so many love love storylines that are trying to get off the ground. I want.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. The kids, they have it rough. The new kids coming up.
Yeah.
They're green around the gills, and they don't have enough experience.
Yeah. Well, has Sierra finally told? Has she finally told Theo how she feels, or she's still keeping that?
I don't think that's come to that yet.
Oh, okay.
No, she hasn't told him yet.
She's going to tell Claire. That's the last.
No.
She wanted to be honest with Claire.
She tried to tell Claire. She tried to tell Claire, and I've got to go. Yeah. So Claire left because she's trying to get more followers on her YouTube
video
account or whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the young love, I know it's a little, maybe it looks a little stale to everybody because, they probably, it's new to them. I bet you it's probably their first experience.
No. But
acting in front of a camera.
Do you think Claire really, loves Theo?
I don't think so.
I think Claire only loves Claire, and now that she knows Sierra's interested, she'll just play it for all it's worth. So that makes it difficult.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The transformation of Claire, it just amazes me that she was nice, she was sweet, and now she's like a narcissist practically. I mean, she's just full of herself.
I know. She just, I think she just wants it all in a hurry. I don't think there's anything truly bad about her. Just maybe that she's immature yet.
Yeah, and a lot for attention as well because, I guess she didn't have it easy with what went on with her parents. So, they bring all that into it.
Right.
So there's a lot of that garbage going on in there that you could probably use regarding how she handles things.
Well,
Joey
as they say, art imitates imitates life, and there's a lot of that out here in the real world.
Yeah, truly.
I see it every day. I say,
truly.
My goodness. Yeah.
So let me see. Do you think we covered everybody?
Yeah, seems like we're pretty touched
just
on
about.
It was a
busy
week. It was a busy week.
It was
this week
busy.
for days. Yeah.
So we're gonna go on to General Hospital.
Okay.
And
you
believe
said
my
that you had
special
a
guest
surprise.
is on the air.
Pardon?
My special guest is on the air.
I was going to say, do you want me to hang on for a little bit longer? Because you said that you had a surprise.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I will stay on the line.
It's nobody special, just me.
Oh, stop.
It's Pam.
You're special to us. How are you doing?
Hi. I've been listening to your Days Talk and only partially because I don't want to know too much because I'm behind on it, so I don't want to know what's going on now until I catch up. And unfortunately, with things that are going on, personally, that I've been behind on the soaps, the only one I've caught up to right now is General Hospital as of today. Days, I'm about a month behind, and Y&R I haven't watched since April. Oh. And Bold and the Beautiful I haven't seen since July. And I'm really trying to catch up, but there's only so many hours in the day. So that's why I was hoping that we had these other two girls that joined here tonight, because one of them watches all 4 soaps and the other one watches, the ones that we need to discuss all of these soaps. But unfortunately, for Jessica, her husband is ill and she needs to take care of him, so we wish her the best and her husband the best.
Yeah.
And Diana, I'm not sure what happened. I know last time she got caught on a conference call for work. So I'm putting the call out to our listeners that if there's anybody out there listening that would like to join this show, we'd be happy to have you. We do need somebody that either watches all 4 soaps or that watches Bold and the Beautiful, Y&R, and GH. And it could be, more than one person that could join. So that way you guys can discuss it. We've got days covered, as anybody can tell by listening to the show. So I'm putting that call out, and I'll be tweeting that as well. Looking for that, and I did reach out to a couple other people to help me, so we'll see what happens with that.
And I can lend a hand to it.
You can lend a hand with what?
And ask for people too if you want.
David, I think that's kind of obvious, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
But also, Liz, I know you don't tweet a lot, but, maybe if you can feel around if you know anybody. CAROLYN, same thing. Even on Facebook, too. I don't belong to a lot of groups, so I have no idea, what groups are out there and what, if there's groups. I'm sure there's groups that are just for each soap, but also maybe there's a group or two out there that does all 4 soaps, like, what Take Two Radio does. So maybe we can find somebody that way. But, yeah, that's what's going on here. As far as General Hospital, I think that there's people out there that love it or hate it, and maybe it's just because I'm a diehard ABC fan and loved All My Children and One Life to Live in General Hospital. That's what I grew up on. I love General Hospital. And even though there's sometimes storylines where you're like, oh, my God, wrap it up, or, oh, why did you do this, or what, that's not going to stop me from watching it because things change on a dime. And, if you stop watching a soap opera because of a storyline or because of a character or because of a couple, to me, you're not a diehard soap fan. And I don't mean to, put anybody down for that, but to me, that's my opinion only. So, but I'm actually loving General Hospital. Oh, my God, seeing Ian Buchanan back as Duke, even as a, illusion or a delusion, a delusion of Olivia's was so amazing. My God, do I miss him. I hated that they made him, killed him off or whatever, but I'm hoping that he is stuck somewhere somehow, and he's not really dead. I mean, we've been waiting years for this to happen, and maybe with the appearance and hopefully a lot of people tweeting to General Hospital and to Frank Valentini, saying, please bring him back. I know I did, so I'm hoping that a lot of other people do and just keep on it. We know that it can happen because it's happened many times over. Look, it just happened with Michael Easton. It kept on and on and on and on, and
Right.
you know, petitions were done, and you know, and Michael Easton came back as a different character, and it took some time to see him as another character because, mind you, anybody that watched him on One Life to Live, he was that character, and then he came to GH, and he was this character, and now he's another character, you know.
So anything can happen.
Time, right, and it takes time to adjust to it, but, you know, eventually you do. And I love Michael Easton, so I think he can play anything and anybody, and I'm so glad that he's, you know, on here. It's going to be interesting seeing what happens with him and this drug addiction. I was unsure if he, and I may have missed an episode, so David, maybe you can tell me. I was unsure if he was cured, and that's why he was still using the drugs. But now I'm thinking he's just addicted to the drugs. So which is it?
I think, my perspective, I think he's hooked on it, even though it is the cure.
Okay, so you think he's cured, though?
I think he's
they
cured.
never
He's
really
going through side
showed,
effects.
right?
Yeah, it shows that he's cured. I mean, because Hayden had the same thing.
Right. But I thought he gave her all the medicine. So where did he get medicine? Did he make more that I missed?
Oh, let me see. He must have got... I must have missed the same thing you missed, because unless it was...
David, shame on
What?
you.
I know. Probably that week I was off, so...
excuses.
You weren't watching the soaps down in the Keys, David?
I know, right?
Oh.
Carolyn, come on, priorities. I
didn't.
I'll have to ask Stephanie, Soap and Fiction, since her brain is 1,000% soaps, and she knows history back from the day it started on every soap. I mean, I cannot believe how well she knows characters and storylines and everything for all the soaps. She's just amazing.
Yeah, she does. She's like a book.
Walking encyclopedia.
She is. Honestly, she is. You can ask her anything, and she'll know the answer to it. I have to say that I've never seen anybody like her. And, you know, unfortunately, she won't go live on the radio to discuss them because she would be perfect to do this.
Yes, she would.
She can't overcome that fear?
I don't know exactly if it's a fear. You know, I never really got... Well, I did get an answer, but I'd rather not discuss that. And it's not anything bad. It's just that it's her personal, you know, thing. So, you know, I don't want to go into that.
Yeah.
But I actually, let's see, what was the? Oh, and Olivia. Speaking of Olivia, Tanya Walker. Come on.
Tanya Walker is gorgeous.
Oh my God. And she can act. She can do the comedic stuff. She could do the evil stuff. She could do the nice things. She can make you feel sorry for her. The crazy things.
Yep,
I mean,
like we've been seeing.
Yeah. And the flashbacks that they've been showing with her and Anna and Duke as young. Oh my God. You know, we all look at them, if you've been watching a certain soap for so many years, and you think, gosh, these actors never change. But then they do a flashback, and it's like, wow, were they ever really that young? Not that they're old now.
Yeah, you know?
You know what I mean? But they look like babies. It's like, really?
Yeah, they do. They do. I mean, they look like kids if you take a look at them.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, my gosh. I mean,
they look like kids.
They look like
and you
they're
would never
like
believe
19, 20 years old, you know? And
now,
probably were at the time.
Yeah, and I have to tell you, I'm so glad to see her on screen playing Olivia, because at the time she was first started as Olivia, I wasn't fully watching GH at that time because, you know, I was CBS.
Right.
But I got to see her when she first came on the soap scene on a show called Capital, which was on CBS.
Yep.
And she played Elizabeth Bachman, and I swear, she was on with, Catherine Hicklin. She was on that same show with her. And that's when I first got to see Tonya Walker. And I just love her eyes.
Oh, she's just gorgeous. I tweeted to Frank in General Hospital yesterday, too, that they need to give Olivia shock therapy and keep her on the show, you know, or do something to keep her on.
Keep her going.
Mhm.
She is amazing to watch. She simply is.
She cracked me
up.
What
did you think?
I mean, when she was doing that thing with
Griffin?
With Duke's son, with Griffin.
Yeah.
I'm like, does she really think that this magic stuff is going to work? And then I had to say to myself, well, she's crazy, so yes, she does really good.
Yeah, she's definitely I thought it worked.
Oh, come on, David. Please. Are you just as crazy as she is?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, my God.
It was spooky, though. It's like he got out of those cuffs. And saying, Olivia, stop. I'm here. And she's looking at him, and Anna's looking at him, and I'm thinking that she really did do it, because they're looking at him in amazement. So that's where I got
Yeah. No, David, no. You know what amazed me is, you know, when I haven't seen Griffin side by side with Duke as Duke's younger version until they did the flashbacks of Anna and Olivia and Duke, and then they showed Griffin, and I thought, wow, he really does resemble Duke as a young guy, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. I think that's why they went. I really think casting did a very good job with that.
They did. They really did. So then Anna and Olivia were fighting, and I don't know how Anna thought she was going to win as weak as she is from this cancer thing. But, you know, when Griffin was acting like Duke, and then, you know, got the, got Olivia, and Anna was arresting her, and then she drops the bomb about Robin. You know, I wondered where Robin was, because she was leading her around on the chain at first. So I wonder where she has her tied up.
Is she in the elevator, I'm wondering? Where the bomb is?
Is that where the bomb is? Because I couldn't figure out where that was.
I think the bomb is in the hospital.
Well, I know the bomb's in the hospital
elevator.
I thought it was attached to Robin, but I didn't know where Robin was. And the elevators were shut down because they don't want anybody to leave the hospital until they find Olivia. and Griffin and Robin.
Yeah, not everyone's been found. They're just looking for Robin right now and Olivia. But we know where Olivia is.
Well, they're looking for Griffin, too, and Anna.
No, Griffin's safe.
Griffin's safe.
Yep, he's safe. He came back up.
I watched today, but how did I miss that? I watched today. Well, I was getting interrupted, too. You know how that goes, so.
Yeah. Anna's in the hospital. She's safe.
Oh, no. Now that you say it, now I think. I remembered. And Michael Easton's character was giving her a shot. Yeah.
Right.
Now I remember that. Okay. You got to excuse me. My brain is fried, so.
That's okay, mine.
But I remember that part now. So, but I was thankful that they gave Anna a cancer that's not going to actually kill her unless she doesn't keep up with her blood thing that she has to do, whatever that is.
She's got a protocol. Now, if I didn't read up on it, I wanted to read up on that kind of cancer, but did she do a public announcement after the show?
She's been doing a few of them. I never heard of that cancer either, so.
I haven't either, but I'm glad they're tackling it. I think.
Right.
I mean, it must be topical if they're tackling it.
Yeah, I haven't heard about it, and I can't even think of what it's called right now.
Yeah, it's a long-term ladies' but I think it's called PV.
PV, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you heard of that, Carolyn or Liz?
No.
Some kind of blood cancer? Well, like I said, if they had to give her cancer, at least that's one that we know she's not going to be leaving the show by dying from, although a lot of people are cured on soaps that you wouldn't think would be cured in real life.
Cured
in
the first place.
So.
But we are despondent about one person leaving. God bless her heart.
Oh my God, Jane Elliott, I'm going to die. I can't believe that she's leaving. I don't want her to leave. I love Tracy Quartermaine.
Yeah.
And really, the only one left is Monica.
The only one left. Yeah, and they have. If she's leaving, then they got to give Monica more time.
Yeah. That's for sure. Oh, my heart breaks. I mean, I can understand her wanting to move on. I read the article. She says she's not even interested in acting anymore. She wants to see the world and do other things. And, she's been on GH for 38 years. And
she's done others.
Yeah. So, she wants to do other things. And I'm sure at her age, it's now or never, Because I'm not sure exactly how old she is, but she's got to be up there.
Yeah, she has to be. I remember, Liz, you brought that up in the beginning of the show, right?
Yes. Because I know she was on Guiding Light.
She's on Guiding Light, and she was on Days, too.
Days, yeah.
She was,
and I remember she was on All My Children, too.
Yep. She's been around.
She has, and I liked her on Guiding Light. I remember now her character, and I did like her on Guiding Light, except when she went psycho. But other than that, I loved the character.
Yeah. Well, once she leaves, I guess it's going to have to be between Monica and Jason to step up to the plate, to be more Quartermaine oriented. Michael, works for the Quartermaines, but he's always involved in all these other storylines with Carly and with Sonny and Nell and all that stuff. So you really don't see him being a big part of the Quartermaines until the hospital was going to be sold. Then he kind of stepped up there. Or he did step up there. So, and wasn't that a twist? I mean, did you see, what's Michael Easton's character's name? I can't think right now.
Hamilton Finn.
Finn. Did you expect Finn to save the day and save the hospital?
Oh, I thought that was amazing. Yes, I did see him save the day.
But what a twist.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that at all.
I was thinking, I remember Tracy wanted to have the Quartermaines buy the hospital.
Right, but then that was voted out because of the evil doctor with her personal agenda, Dr. O.
God.
But you know what? It's going to be funny now that the hospital has been saved. I can't wait to see what Tracy and them do to get back at Dr. O. This should be good.
God.
I hope they don't drop the ball on that because there should be a storyline from that.
Now, here's my question to you. We know that Jane is leaving. Would you accept a recast?
Oh, my gosh. Like I said, she's been on there 38 years, I believe I read. It's hard.
Would you want?
It's really hard
because,
well, with so many, there's been a lot of recasts in all the soaps. And even some that have been on there, a character that's been on there for a long time, an actor or an actress that have played that character. And sometimes a recast will work, and sometimes it won't. So you just have to see. I cannot say I would accept a recast unless that person that they put, that actress put on there to play Tracy Quartermaine, blew my socks off. I mean, like Liz, how would you feel about a Stefano recast if they didn't kill him off?
That would be really tough because,
right?
Like you say, they've been on the show for years and they made that character their own.
Right.
Yeah, it will be tough. And you just don't know if the viewers would accept it, if the majority of the viewers would accept it.
Right.
Yeah,
what I would love to see is that Jane would come back every now and again, like Tracy decided she's going to go find Luke or something, and every now and again have her make an appearance, but I don't think that's going to happen. So I don't know about a recast.
Would that satisfy you, though?
That would satisfy me. Because at least I know she would still be on every now and again. So, there's other characters that are only on once in a while. So, I would love to see that. And that way I know she wouldn't be gone once and for all.
Forever. At least we keep the character moving.
Right. Yeah,
not
she can
retire
stop in every now and again to start some trouble and then take off, and do whatever. Because she's just a phenomenal actress.
I don't want to see her. I don't want to see the character retire completely. Mm-hmm. I mean, I understand Jane's decision.
Yeah, but I don't know if a recast would work, really. I can't think of anybody off the top of my head that could be recasted as Tracy.
Okay.
Just like I don't think anybody could replace Stefano. I don't think anybody could replace Victor from Days. But then I could be wrong, like with Edward Quartermain. Oh my gosh, it took me quite a while to adjust to him being recasted. But you know what? It worked.
He worked
after a while. After I got the other Edward out of my head, and this guy was so good at making Edward his own, yet all the similarities of the other Edward, he was phenomenal. And when I watched that last episode with him in the wheelchair and knew that was the last time, I'm getting choked up, that was the last time that we were going to see Edward and the actor who played Edward, I cried. I mean, I blubber snot cried, because I knew that he wasn't just going to die on the soap. He died in real life.
Yeah.
And David knows that I don't cry easily watching the soap.
No.
He blubbers all the time.
I cry a lot easier than she does.
But when something like that happens, like Stefano, he died in real life, I cried with that too. So it seems like that they get me. But yeah. So anyways, moving on, a recast, I don't know. I can't say one way or another right now. I knew Jason was going to save Sam. There was no doubt in my mind about that. Wasn't sure if the baby was going to make it, because we know how soaps are with babies.
Yeah. They don't want to keep them around long.
No. Mm-mm. And I knew for some reason that they were going to name her Emily. I just had that feeling.
I cried there.
You know what? I got a little choked up when they told Monica they were going to name her Emily. That's when I got choked up.
Emily Scout. I don't know where Scout came from, though.
That's what they started calling the baby when she was in Sam's stomach.
Oh, it was? I don't hear just about. I don't hear everything. I just wondered where that came from. Thank you for telling me. I didn't know.
Okay, David, you've been slacking off. I mean, I got an excuse for not knowing some things, but you have no excuse, mister. You should be catching every single word that is said. I can't even say that with a straight face.
Some things just go in one ear, out the other, but I pick up the gist.
Yeah. But I'm glad that they decided to let Sam have the baby, and the baby's okay. So far, knock on wood. And now Danny and Jake have a little sister. And it's nice because there's all these boys, so it's about time for a little girl within that family group of Sam and oh, here we go. Mind blank again. Rebecca Herbst.
What? Yeah, Liz?
Liz family group, because it's all boys.
It is. It's all boys, except Emma comes back in every once in a while.
Yep. Yeah, but that's not part of that family group. I did see a article, which I did not read. When I post things on Take Two Radio's Facebook page, I don't read the articles because I don't like spoilers. But I did see one that was headlined that Ingo Rademacher and Nicholas Bechtel are coming back, so that's awesome to me. I love Nicholas and Ingo both, so that should be good. Okay, and the Nell, Carly, Sonny, Michael thing. Oh, I felt so sorry for Carly's daughter today when Nell was mean to her.
Yes.
That wasn't right. I mean, but I guess maybe I had a feeling that Nell was being mean to her to not be mean to her, but just so that she was not involved and found out what Nell did.
Right.
Maybe. I mean, that's kind of my thought.
I'd like to believe somewhere in there is a heart.
There's a heart, yeah. And I think there is, because I think she truly cares about Michael. But she was so set on this revenge against Carly. And I know that there's supposed to be more revealing of what's going on.
Because something's missing.
Well, I think that Carly and Jax, and maybe this is why Jax is coming back, I think that Carly and Jax know where that kidney came from. Because Carly made that phone call after that scream out with Nell and everything and said, we need to talk.
Oh. Yeah, you think she was talking to Jax?
I just have a feeling, that's who she was talking to.
I'm thinking she may be in the dark.
No, I just have a feeling she knows. I don't know why. It's just a feeling that I have that she knows. Maybe she didn't know about it right at the moment that, she got the heart for Jocelyn.
Yeah.
That she initially thought it came from Bobby Spencer's child. But I think maybe after the fact, maybe Jax confided in her. I don't know. There's just something there that's telling me she knows. Just by the way she made that call.
That one thing that we found out about Nell is that she was Frank Benson's little girl. The thing is that Carly was
adopted. Wait a minute, who was? Who was Frank?
Nell was Frank's.
Oh, I figured that out a long time ago.
You did?
Out a long time. Yeah.
Well,
yeah, I did.
But I don't understand how she could be a match in the first place.
Because you don't always have to be family.
That's true.
People get transplants all the time from strangers. Otherwise, there'd be a whole lot of more people dying from not getting transplants if their families didn't match.
That is true. Well, I was just thinking if I was going with a family issue first. I figured that Jax knew that she was family somehow. So do you think there's another relative connection?
I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm only guessing at this point that they knew, that Carly knew, because Nell is pretty adamant about that. So we'll have to see how that plays out. What else? What else
we got? The other thing that's annoying at me is, do you see how old Jocelyn is now? And we know that Spencer's coming back, but Jocelyn's older than Spencer now.
Yeah, because they were about the same age.
Yeah. I know it's a minor point, but I think it's just for storyline purposes, but now Joss is older than Emma and Spencer.
And we pay attention to things like that.
We do.
You know, the viewers pay attention. So that's why we get irritated sometimes when they do things like this. You know, if you're going to age one of the kids, you got to age all of them that were growing up together, that were born around the same time.
Yeah, you do. It's hard to stomach sometimes. We understand why they do it, but it doesn't. We as viewers, we look at it, we scrutinize every little thing. And we don't always get the answers we want.
No, we don't always get those answers. And it's something that if you've been watching soaps all of your life, you know that some things you have to let go.
Yeah.
You know, like that. Even though it irritates the heck out of you, there's just some things that you can't, keep thinking about. So, I'm trying to think what else. Oh, okay. I know what else. The storyline for, okay, here we go, mind blank. Lulu's little girl. What's her name?
Charlotte,
there we go. I should know that. I have a good friend named Charlotte, but who do you think is going to end up with custody?
Well, right now, I don't know. I think Diane knew exactly what she was doing. Let's put it that way.
Diane always knows what she's doing, yeah. But the judge wasn't happy about it.
Yeah, the judge wasn't happy about it, but Diane knows that I think Diane knew the judge would order the social worker to look out and judge Lulu and Dante as a family unit.
Right,
and
but
no,
if she's going to ask Charlotte her opinion on who she wants to live with, she's going to pick Valentine.
She's going
because
to,
that's
yeah.
the only family that she's ever known besides, her quote-unquote mother that is now gone. And now she's addicted to, she's in love with Nina as her stepmother.
Right.
So to me, asking her who she prefers to live with, that's a no-brainer. She doesn't even know Lulu and Dante. And she doesn't like Lulu.
That's how it starts, doesn't it?
And that storyline aggravated me. I can understand as a mother that you want to get to know your child you never knew you had. Okay, I can understand that.
You're right.
But Lulu is so impulsive and just does what she wants when she wants. And
where'd she get that from?
Yeah, I know, but still, I mean, Dante is the one that's talking and saying, listen, we got to do this slowly and you got to do it step by step. And she agrees. And then what does she do? She just blurts out, I'm your mother. Well, what did she expect the kid to do? I didn't expect her to lock her in the room, but,
No.
What did she expect? For the girl to go, oh, Mommy, and welcome her with open arms when she has no clue who this person is?
No, she's not going to do that. She's not, because she doesn't.
No, she doesn't know her. And even though Valentine said that he would not go with joint custody, I think his mind could have been changed if Lulu would have taken the time to work on it. Maybe even gotten Nina on her side. Have Dante talk to them. I mean, there could have been so many options there, but she's just adamant she wants full custody and that's it. And I understand it's because she thinks that Valentine killed Nicholas, but we don't know for sure that Nicholas is dead. And neither does Lulu or anybody else for that matter, because no body has ever been found.
Right.
You know, and so, like I said, as a soap viewer, we look at all these things, and that's one thing that irritated me. You have to take a step back. If you're trying, I mean, soap operas are fantasy, but also based on real-life situations. And I think that they're just not going with real life at this point. And I could be wrong. There could be other people, other parents out there that are like this. And I'm pretty sure that there are. But I don't know. I just didn't like that part. I didn't like that Lulu didn't even give it a chance.
I guess my take is that there's probably more drama infused in the way it was handled than if they just said, oh, let's do a joint.
Yeah, of course. And I mean, thank you, soap gods, for bringing in Nora Buchanan. Oh my God, do I love Hillary B. Smith. Oh my gosh. Liz, do you know who she is?
Liz?
She shows connected.
Yep.
Well, either way, I love and adore Hillary B. Smith and Nora Buchanan. And I am so happy beyond words that she's in General Hospital, and I hope it's for long term. I hope it's not just for this custody case. And I really, 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 really hope that they bring Bo on as well.
You want her to stay.
Of course I do.
Okay. According, and I don't know if you've read it yourself.
I told you I don't need spoilers.
Okay. This Hillary was the first actress they called to come back once ABC got the rights back. And there'll be others visiting. There should be others.
I have no doubt. Yeah, I have no doubt there'll be others visiting. And that makes me ecstatic. And I know that there's going to be GH watchers out there that are not going to be happy about more One Life to Live characters being brought on, and possibly even some All My Children ones.
Possibly.
But
I myself keep an open mind and love the idea.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Because, you know, David, think about it. Think about it. There are many soap actors that are on these 4 soaps right now that have played other characters from other soaps. Guiding Light, Capital, like you mentioned, As the World Turns, you know, all of them, the canceled ones. There are many of those actors that are on the soaps now. So why not accept that some of the One Life to Live and All My Children characters couldn't be brought on, or even as a new character, onto General Hospital? I don't get that, because I know that there was so many people when this first started and they brought on Michael Easton, and they brought on Roger Howard, and and all of them, and Kristen Alderson, and the ones initially that they brought on. There was such an outrage by some of the General Hospital fans saying that, they're going to turn this into One Life to Live. That's not true. They didn't bring on the whole cast of One Life to Live. They brought on a few of them. And I think that they fit quite well into General Hospital. They were brought on as new characters. But I also don't see an issue with some of the One Life to Live or All My Children characters being brought on to General Hospital. You got to accept change, because even if let's say Michael Easton was not brought on initially. Wait, no, because he wouldn't be, because they changed them all.
They did.
They changed them all. Okay, well, let's go this route. If, let's say, Michael Easton had come on as his One Life to Live character, okay?
Right.
All right. And then they decided to change because of the situation with Prospect Park and all that, his character to
Silas.
Silas, thank you. But they brought on a different actor as Silas. The audience would have welcomed that new one. Most of them would have welcomed the new actor as Silas. So why not welcome Michael Easton as Silas? Do you see what I'm trying to say?
I know exactly what you're trying to say. It says he's just the same actor playing a different part, no more, no less. So enjoy him.
Right, exactly.
And if he can do it.
Exactly. And the same thing with people like Nora Buchanan. What's wrong with that? I love the chemistry between Nora and Diane.
Oh, I
love it.
I thought they worked wonderful together.
So go with it, people. Don't be so stodgy. Go with it. Give it time and then form an opinion. But don't stop watching the soap because of things like that. Once all these 4 soaps, and let me say, I hope this is years and years and years to come, are gone, then we have nothing.
That's absolutely true.
I mean, you know how I feel about Days of Our Lives, the doom and gloom that's been going on for the past couple of years. I hate it with a passion.
Yep.
I hate the people that they are killing off, and I heard Liz or Carolyn, I think it was Carolyn, mention about what do you think about Vincent Irizarry leave. I'm devastated because I absolutely love Vincent Irizarry, no matter what soap he's on and whatever character he plays. But Days of Our Lives could be gone now, but they thankfully renewed it again. And each time that renewal comes around, there's no definite, even if they are the number 1 soap. Look at what happened with One Life to Live. It was an extremely popular, soap. And now it's gone. They canceled it, boom, without even a thought. Even a thought. So be careful when you stop watching something because of a character or a couple or a storyline. Because if enough people do it, then it's going to be gone. So that's all I got to say on that.
I loved my soaps since I was, 1978 I started watching. and became a CBS follower. I can tell you, I started watching General Hospital around the time of Bill Eckert when he was introduced. Mm-hmm. And there was Brenda's sister Julia, and I thought I remember her and Bill together, and that's when I started watching. So I believe that's 91.
I've been watching for a lot more years than that, and I've seen people come and go and come back again. So, and a lot of character changes, actor changes, actress changes, things like that. So you just got to go with the flow.
Writers change; they have their own mind.
Right.
We can
Some
try.
writers that were let go and came back again. There's just so many different things that go on. So you either accept it and keep watching, or, if you feel that you hate it that much, well, then, you're going to stop watching, I guess. Because to me, I have to hate a whole soap for years to even think about stopping watching it. And as much as I've hated what they've done to Days, I'm still watching. Yeah, I'm behind a month, but guess what? I'm still watching because I know sooner or later it's going to change to where I love it again. And there are parts that I'm liking right now, but with a new writer coming in, CAROLYN, we know what he can do. And some people hate him, but you know what? I don't hate him. I love him.
I don't hate him. He is one of my idols because I used to love to write, and I just love his creativity, what I saw in One Life to Live, and what he's done.
And how they saved General Hospital, which people seem to forget.
They seem to forget.
So
they all have slumps.
Exactly.
But he can write.
Mhm. Definitely. So
just give him help if he starts slumping. All he needs is
that's
help.
That's it.
And I think he's got good backing with Days because he's got Sherry Thomas as story consultant, and she's like a historian with that show. So with her at his side, and Ken is Ken Corday is and Greg Mang there in his corner. I think he can do things as long as he's supported properly.
Right, exactly.
He needs support. They all need support.
That's just it. Yes, exactly. And if you see, as a viewer, something not working, don't attack the writers or the producers or the soap or whatever. Give them suggestions. Say, hey, this storyline's not working for me. I maybe do this or that and whatever. You don't know what suggestions they take. And if enough people are tweeting to them and saying, I really don't like this character, I don't like this storyline or whatever, do you think that we can wrap that up and move on to something else? Don't be negative. Do it in a positive way. Because if you constantly attack somebody, they're not even going to pay attention to your tweet.
That's true.
And you're not going to get anywhere.
With kindness.
Right.
What's that adage?
You get more bees with honey.
Yes.
So
exactly.
That's how I look at it, and that's how I handle it. And I've tweeted to Days, and I've tweeted to General Hospital and Valentini and all that, but I do it in a positive way. So, and you also have to let them know what you love.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
not just the bad stuff. Let them know what you love. And that helps give them the initiative to keep moving on with that storyline and or character or characters. Because if they don't get any kind of feedback, they're going to think, this ain't working, let's change it. And then you're going to go on to tweet them and say, why did you take that? Why did you do that? You know, well, they didn't know because you didn't tell them.
And one thing, well, this is my perception, is if you don't see it, if you don't see what you want written, there could be political reasons that we don't know about.
Right. There's always things going on in the background that we don't know about.
And they don't care to share.
Exactly.
We can only speculate.
Exactly. So, well, we only have 20 minutes left, so is there anything else you want to talk about with General Hospital?
Well, I was hoping Griffin would find his mother, even though...
Who is his mother?
Well, I said that as someone that fell in love with Duke, but couldn't go through with it because he was in love with Anna at the time. So I'm thinking, let me pose this question to you. Wouldn't it be something if
I know what you're going
Anna
to say,
was his mother?
Anna. I thought about Anna, but you know what I'm kind of thinking now?
Because they lost a baby.
What if it's Olivia?
Oh, God. No, see, I'm not up on Olivia's history. Were Olivia and Duke, were they a couple at a time?
Yeah, you saw the flashback.
I don't remember. Yeah, I wasn't watching it then. That's why I asked.
No, they just did flashbacks a couple of days.
Flashbacks
the last couple of days, where they were showing Olivia and Duke together, and they were feeding each other or something, and yeah, they were. So I'm thinking, and
he had left her for Anna.
Yeah, and maybe it's a possibility that Olivia was pregnant and she was put in the nut farm and had the baby, and she didn't even know she had the baby, kind of thing.
Hey, we have a caller.
Let me check, see who this is.
Hi, hello.
Hi, are you calling in to talk, or are you just listening?
Yeah, I had something to say about soaps. I got really interested in these a long time ago with my grandmother. I would just like to share my introduction on how I got into this type of stuff.
Sure, go ahead. We only have 15 minutes left, but that should be enough time, right?
Oh, yeah, that's definitely enough.
Okay.
So,
and what's your name?
Will.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
So I was born and raised in West Philadelphia, and I'd sometimes when I was like about 7 or 8, I'd spend most of my time on the playground and play basketball and stuff. You know, I was really good at that, and you know, I was relaxing, you know, and shooting hoops and everything, and a couple of guys who were up to no good, they essentially started.
And he's doing the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air introduction, so I think we could just say goodbye to you, Will.
Yeah,
I don't think, you're trying to be funny.
Yeah.
And I think you need to get a life, honey, okay?
Yeah.
You go and leave and get a life, and when you get a life, you can call back, okay?
Yeah. Thank you. As soon as he said that, I had that feeling. I had my hand on the X button to disconnect him, but he hung up before I could even do that.
Yeah, let's continue. Yeah, so let's continue to talk because we don't want to give that loser the satisfaction. Because that's what he wants to get a rise out of us. So let's just continue.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice save.
Yeah. I could tell too, Liz. That was pretty easy. But anyway, I would love to see Olivia be Griffin's mom, and because that would keep Tanya Walker on the show longer. And what a fallout that would be. Here she's pawing this guy like he's new. And I mean, how grody would it turn out to be if she had kissed him? And I mean, he kissed her on her neck. Thank God it was only her neck. But, if she would have kissed him on the mouth and turned out to be his mother.
Oh, my.
Oh, I mean, it's happened on soaps where somebody turns out to be somebody's mother that they're dating or married to or whatever, or interested in, or sister or cousin or whatever, you know what I mean? So that can happen. That can happen. We don't know, what's going on behind the scenes when Olivia was in Cuckoo Bin, so she could have had that baby. I mean, that's kind of what happened in the reverse with Sharon on The Young and the Restless. They made her think she had the baby.
Right.
Because of the medication. Well, maybe in the reverse, Olivia really did have Griffin, but because of the medication she was on, she didn't even know she was pregnant and she didn't know she had a baby. How would that be?
I like it.
Me too. I think I'm going to tweet that to Frank.
I think he'd enjoy it.
Yes. And speaking of Tanya Walker, now I'm not going to say next show because I'm not positive yet. We haven't confirmed a date, but Tanya Walker has agreed to come on Take Two Radio, Soaps, and Review and chat with us.
Isn't that great, Liz?
I think Liz goes on mute.
No, I'm here. Yeah, I was gonna say you go on mute and you forget you're mute and you're talking and nobody hears a word you're saying. No. I think. Oh, have you? No. Yes. I had set the phone down. So.
Oh. Did you hear what I said about Tanya Walker?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited. So, like I said, I don't have a date confirmed. I don't know if it'll be next show or maybe in April or something. And I also have somebody else from General Hospital that said, contact them in another month because they're very busy right now. So I'm working on special guests for the show. So hopefully this will all pan out at one time or another. It's really hard because not only are they busy working, but, they have outside life as well. And, we just have to try to fit them in. So, and they fit us in. So we'll see what happens. But, guys, I think we need to wrap up now. And I hope all the listeners come back on, 14 days, March 23rd, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We do take phone calls. The number is 1-718-506-1540, and you press the number 1 if you'd like to speak. And keep watching the soaps. Be positive. Tweet some positive things to your favorites, your favorite actors, actresses, producers, writers, directors, the soaps, like NBC Days, at General Hospital, at Y&R, at The Bold and the Beautiful. Tweet some positive things, even the things that you don't like, just be nice about it. And that's it. Any final words from you guys?
Liz, you go first.
Sure. Well, hey, just thanks to all the soap fans, and I echo Pam's sentiments. Just please keep watching. And, the soaps have their ups and their downs, the storylines that we love, that we don't love as much, but just keep watching and call us. We want to hear from you, and we love to hear what other people are thinking about the soap. So and we love to talk about it, and we love to talk about it with others. So yeah, please call in.
Thanks, Liz. David?
Mm-hmm. I just wanted to reiterate what you said. If there's something in a soap that you don't like, then, like I said, pay it with kindness. Tell them what you do like, and maybe they can build from there. Don't concentrate on the negative, because like Pam said, they may not want to listen to a rant. They want to hear some constructive criticism, if anything.
Right.
Please be kind, because the next comment you make could end it for everybody, and you don't want to do that.
Exactly. So that's it. We hope you enjoyed tonight's show. Unfortunately, we didn't get to Bold and Beautiful and the Young and the Restless because of our other two people not being available. And Lisa is busy moving, so hopefully she'll be back in April. And
I'm hoping.
We'll see you guys. Yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody. Have a good night. And thanks, Liz and David. And Carolyn, even though you're not here anymore.
Yep.
Yeah.
Carolyn sent an apology. She said that her battery had died in both of her phones, and that's why she dropped.
Oh, no problem. No problem. Mine is getting low, too, so. Good night, everybody.
And good night, everybody.
Good night.